welcome back to another episode of We Roguelike It, the show where we play every roguelike in history. Take that to the bank. I'm your host, Boston, and joining me as always is Moonpeer.
Hello.
And Monkey Senior.
Yo.
This is our second week of Solitairica. I'm happy I'm not pronouncing it the way that I keep thinking about it in my brain. Let's start off with you, Moonpeer.
Okay, before we do start, go back. How do you pronounce this in your brain?
Solitairica? Every time I look at it, I'm like, yes, Solitairica.
Oh, jeez. See, I don't have that, but that could just be because I've heard bloody Drew say the name about 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, I should remember, it's just the word solitaire with extra stuff on the end. It's not that complicated.
Yeah, but English is a complicated language.
That's fair.
That is true.
Very complicated. Speaking as an English person, you know.
Right, the authority on the show.
Yes, the authority on English language from the show. Okay, so yes, Solitairica. So I did a whole bunch of runs as the warrior again this week.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
What's your longest run?
Well, with him, it's like, I can't remember what the number is, but it's like literally the one before the boss.
Okay.
Which I did, not this week, but last week. This week, I think I hit 10 as my best run with him. And then I unlocked the monk, which is the second card deck in.
Okay.
I think I have a new favorite.
Oh,
nice.
Because the monk doesn't have any real solid like attacks, but he does do a whole bunch of stun locking and
status effects.
Yeah. So he's really good at stunning people. He's really good at he's got some sick heals.
Ooh.
And he's got some incredible I don't know if you guys have had it with the warrior, but there's the spell that changes basically makes 3 cards numerical in order.
Yeah.
He's got one like that, except it randomizes every front card.
Ooh, okay.
So if you're ever in a pickle, you can just click that, and then it just goes whoop and shifts all of the cards to different numbers.
That's cool.
So it can be extremely helpful, if you get 8 8s in a row kind of thing. And on one of the runs, I got far enough with him to start getting the extremely useful potions that you get.
Yeah.
Where it's when you draw a 2,
nice.
you get 2 health. When you draw a 4, you get 4 health back. And it's okay, I'm doing really, really good.
Yeah.
I was doing fantastically well, and then some dude literally killed me in 4 turns.
Whoa, was it the ogre? That's my longest run as the warrior is always 15, and there's 18 levels. Because at 15, I run into the ogre, and he just stomps me. It's just in 2 turns, he's going to do 10 damage. Get ready.
It was that kind of thing. Yeah. Which is the good thing about the monk, because the monk's basic blue attack stuns them for 1 turn, and it gives you 1 armor. So you get 1 armor, and it stuns them. When you upgrade that spell, it stuns them for 1 turn, and you get 2 armor. So you can literally just spam that attack, and it's just stun you, stun you, stun you. Don't hit me with that attack. Don't hit me with that attack.
Just keep pushing.
Stop making the field poison. And stop setting the field on fire, please.
It's the worst. I thought poison was bad. Man.
I hate fire.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate fire anyway.
Yeah,
but
fire bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so annoying because I had it was a full row of 9. And he set 1 card on fire, which I got rid of, and then the second card on fire, and then that thing just spread like wildfire. No pun intended.
Heyo.
But it was real bad,
yeah.
Real quick. And I was just okay, yeah, clearly I'm done here. You are a monster. The only other one that really bothers me is the bomb guy who just drops bombs on the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting way. That's a really cool way to put bombs into it, right? Once he puts the bomb, it's a 3, and then every turn it goes down 1, and that's really cool way of implementing it.
Yeah, it's a really clever idea because you can still disarm them, but you have to have at your in your deck a fairly low numbered card, or sort of work your way down that way.
Yeah. It's also really cool because It's as with all of these kind of attacks, like when they do massive damage, they also do damage to themselves in some form. Like the bomb destroys the cards either side of it. There's the guy who lobs a rock at you and does like 5 damage, but destroys 2 cards from the back of his rows.
Yeah.
So like it seems to be pretty well balanced, and if you can take the hits, you might be okay.
Yeah.
Might being the operative word.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I did pretty well as the monk. I'm now saving up to earn the next deck, which I think is the thief, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to give them a go and see how that works as well. And then I think there's 4. And when I've unlocked all 4, I'm probably just going to start pumping those rainbow coins into the actual boosts for the decks.
Right. Monkey, how about you this week?
So I unlocked everyone this week.
Nice.
Show off.
It's funny that you said unlocked 4, because there's actually 4 more after that.
I've seen the
locked behind
99 cents, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did pay that because, why not? It's just $1. And those characters are very weird. So the first 4 characters have 2 colors in their decks, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like the warriors, the attack and defense manas, right? Those last 4 have only 1 color in their decks.
Oh.
Yeah, so from drawing, they can only gain 1 color. And
interesting.
Like, yeah, those are like the hard mode. Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, my favorite character is a wizard. They're purple and orange. So I guess that's attack and willpower. And they just keep destroying cards like that's their main thing, just destroy everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Magic missile lit up.
Yeah.
Magic missile. Magic missile. Magic missile.
Hey, I do wish there were at least 2 or 3 different enemies for each, like round, like round 1. Because going earlier this morning, I think I went like 4 runs in a row and just like going up against the exact same thing. Oh, well, like they're changed a little bit with their modifiers, but going against the exact same monster each and every time, it's like, oh, I've already done this. Like the first 2, I've gone nowhere near death. So like they're just really easy. I just breeze through them, and it's just kind of a time waster because like I guess it gives
like
you gold
guppy thing that does 1 damage. It's like, dude, enough. Just die already.
We know where I'm gonna win. Like, let's keep moving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think that's it for me.
The only thing I really did this week is I kept trying to see how far I could get with the warrior, mostly because I had fully upgraded him. I had bought all the card skills, I bought all the slots and everything. And
show off.
With the additional slots, I feel like you can get some really crazy stuff going. Especially
the additional item slots.
Yeah, like especially with like you were talking about the health cards, where it's like, okay, anytime I pull a 2 or a 4, I'm gonna get healed. Plus, the queen is gonna be doing this, and the king's gonna be doing that, and once you get about the halfway point, you start getting the really crazy spells. The ones I really like are the one that costs 9 attack mana and it just destroys an entire column, which is really great because it just cuts that whole thing through. You just pick your longest one and just kind of take care of that whole thing. The other one is I like is a really cheap green one. I think it only costs 3, but it splits one of your columns.
Yeah, I really like that one too.
Yeah, I like that one too because that it make it on the surface it sounds like it's a bad idea, but it gives you so many more opportunities to kind of build that chain up and down. But yeah, man, that ogre, I cannot get past him. I just love stage 15 every time. So I'm gonna start saving up for some of the other decks now that I've sort of maxed out one. I wanted to max out one class and kind of see what that's all about and see if there was any additional bonus for maxing them out. And there isn't, but that's not really a problem because now that you can hold 6 spells and 6 items, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit insane.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I need to start doing that now that I've unlocked everybody and be like, oh, now I can pump everything into my favorite character now. So
yeah, I'll probably try and unlock Wizard
nice.
next because that sounds pretty fun. And it sounds significantly different from the Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I've done at the halfway point of our coverage. So thank you very much, everyone, for listening, and we'll see you all next run.
Bye.
Bye.